Tuskegee. LaDeja across the floor to Cyan. Whistle at the block. And they'll count the basket. So Hughley with the assist. Cyan with her first field goal of the ball game. 9th ball.
Africa Lewis, her first personal, first team foul. Anton shooting 1.
Run down in the corner by Africa Lewis for LeMoyne-Owen. Freeman, 4.0 student for the Lady Magicians, works it down in the corner. Hamilton with a deep 3 in the corner. Missed on the shot. Rebound up the floor, right side. Mackin runs down a bounce pass from Cantone and finishes with the layup left side. Good lead there by Helani. She'll get the assist. And Samaya with her first field goal. Tuskegee with a 6-2 lead. The early going here inside Chappie James. Half court set now for the Magicians. Now they're working up top. Inside the paint on the run is McGee. Her spinner is off right side. Basketball comes free to Hamilton in the corner. Now down low to Lewis. Muscles it up, but she missed on the first opportunity and the second. Rebound to Cantone and Tuskegee. Alani lead behind for Cyan, and Tuskegee will reset. Boland out front. Zone defense for LeMoyne-Owen. Entry pass back. She turns to the glass, missed on the shot. Samaya, surprised that she was that wide open at the free throw line. Not able to convert there. 6:20 left first period of play. Golden Tigers with a 6-2 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Half court set for LeMoyne. Lewis at the free throw line, tried to bank it, but missed on the shot. But a rebound and a putback on the backside is by Antaya Brown. So Brown with her second field goal to cut into the Tuskegee deficit, make it 6-4. LaDeja behind the arc now. Boland foul line extended. Third time, that's the charm. Double B knocks down that field goal for Tuskegee, her first of the ball game. 5:43 left first period of play. Half court set for the Magicians. Shea Hamilton works it down at the block and streaking right side. That's Freeman. So Freeman with her first field goal. Makes it 8-6. Tuskegee misses on a jump shot. Right side. Now half cup set for Tuskegee down in the corner. Cantone, zone defense she faces. Jumper there from the left corner. Rebound down low, Cyan. They'll push it back out for the fresh 20. Tuskegee with the third look this time down the floor as Hughley goes across the floor. Foul line extended with the jumper. Boland can't find the range from there. Hamilton out front for 3. She was hitting that one in the warm-ups, but not able to convert there. And Tuskegee quickly back the other way with 4:35 remaining first period. Cantone on a push right side to the glass, not able to finish for Tuskegee though. Magicians coming off of a win against the Lady Tornadoes of Talladega before coming here to Tuskegee. They'll work it up top. McGee. Now Freeman. She'll work it right side. Good defensive work there by Hughley on the inside to tie up that basketball. And the basketball will belong to the Lady Magicians. 4:05 remains. Tuskegee with an 8-6 lead over the Lady Magicians. We'll take our first break here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Back live here inside Chappie James. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with an 8-6 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Saturday basketball on GTSN. Glad you could join us for our coverage. Charles Ward here with the entire production crew from GTSN. And a game slated for Memphis, but because of the weather, we're here inside Chappie James on a Saturday afternoon. Men's action to follow as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee under head coach Deontay Wester try to take their season mark to 6-8, and more importantly, push closer to 500 in SIAC play. Right now at 2-4. Half court set after the timeout. Freeman to inbound it for LeMoyne-Owen. They push it in at the block. Just out on the floor is Nairobi Lewis. Missed the shot right before the buzzer. Back the other way, running the floor, easy lay-in. Cyan got behind the defense, and she gets that field goal on a Winton Creek Casino fast break lay-in for Tuskegee. So Cyan, her first start of the season, she's got 4 in this first period of play. 3:40 remains in it. Half court set now for the Lady Magicians. Nairobi Lewis pushes right side to Freeman. Behind the arc, she fires a three-pointer. Remmers off the mark, tapped around and out of bounds. Basketball over to Tuskegee. 10-6 your score. Tuskegee leads with 3:29 remaining in this first period of play. Hughley across the timeline for TU. She'll face a Magician's zone defense as she does that. Now Boland left side, doubled there. Got it to Cyan across the floor now. Alexandria Johnson had checked in at the timeout with the basketball, and she drains a jumper just right of the free throw line. So Johnson with her first field goal. Alexandra, the senior from Little Rock, Arkansas, transferred from Queens University, Charlotte, into Tuskegee. Freeman pounds right side. Hughley took it away. Good defensive work by LaDeja. 2-on-1. Up the floor. Cyan right side. Can't finish on the lay-in under the rack. Tie up down low. Cyan and Mariah Curley tie it up underneath the basket. And this time the arrow will get Fuller, the senior from Richmond, Virginia, out on the floor now for Coach Partee and LeMoyne-Owen. Tuskegee with a 12-6 lead. Magicians with the basketball. First meeting of these squads during the regular season. Both play out of the West. Tuskegee just ahead of LeMoyne in the standings at 6, and LeMoyne 7th in the West. Freeman lost her dribble. Up top she goes with the pass. And now they try to get it with a jump shot out front. That's Curley, but Curley not able to convert there. Tuskegee back the other way. Hughley trying to get it into Danielle Bowden, who just got on the floor. Danielle squares inside the paint, left-hand roller. Can't get it to fall. Magicians back the other way now. Freeman works it just in front of their bench, and she turns the basketball over. Lady Magicians 13th in the SIAC in turnovers, averaging 20.5 turnovers per ball game. Their first here. Tuskegee takes the basketball over with a 12-6 lead, and we're under 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter of play. Cyan steps back, pushes across the floor. Johnson again from out front. Bingo. This time it's a triple for Alexandria. So she's off the bench, and she's got 5 for Tuskegee in this first period of play. Tuskegee with a 15-6 lead. Freeman out front. Now out front, it's Fuller with the basketball. She and Freeman kind of collided. Fuller just kind of took the basketball away from her, and now throws it away down in the corner. So back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Magicians gives the basketball back to Tuskegee now with 1:26 remaining. And out on the floor now for Coach Partee. Johnson. Half court set now. Across the floor trying to save it as Johnson not able to do that. And the basketball over to the Lady Magicians. Tuskegee 4th in the conference in turnovers. They average 16 per ball game. We're at 73 seconds left, first period of play. Out front is Curley. Now on the turn with the basketball is Jediah Wright. 15 to shoot here for LeMoyne-Owen. Fuller out front, works it right side. Cantone with her step for step. Across the floor now McKee with the basketball with 5 to shoot. Johnson on the defense. She'll have to fire it. Got it airborne before the buzzer, but the shot's off the mark, and here come the Golden Tigers. Hughley, she'll work it left side. Down in the corner, Cantone. Up top, Johnson. Now right corner, Holmes fires a 3. A line drive shot is off the mark. Whistles, we go back the other way. Cantone over the back of Fuller. So Halani picks up her first personal. Team foul number 2 on the Golden Tigers. With 25 seconds left, Magicians with the basketball. And it'll be Curley coming across the timeline. 15-6 lead for Tuskegee. We head to the end of the first period. Curley underneath, whistles down low, and she drew a foul on a penetration. Foul's called on Danielle Bolton. Bolton, the junior from Chicago, that's her first. So that will send Curley to the line for the Magicians to shoot. Curley knocks down the first free throw for LeMoyne. Her first points of the ball game. And she got them both from the line. Hughley back the other way. Tuskegee trying to answer it before the buzzer. Johnson with a 3-point offering. That shot's off the mark, and the backside rebound will bring us to the end of the first period here inside Chappie James. At the end of one, it's the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 15-8 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owens College. We'll take a break here on GTSN, get you set for second period action after the timeout.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make it level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
And welcome back, everybody. We are live inside Chappie James Center. Tuskegee leading at 15-8 as we head into the second period of action over the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owens College. SIAC basketball. And Tuskegee after the timeout. They'll be working on the defensive end of the floor. So it's on the floor now. Alexandria Johnson, Halani Cantone, LaDasia Hughley, Samaya Mackin, and Sade Bobbitt with her first spot of duty for Tuskegee. Fuller with the basketball out front now for LeMoyne-Owen. She'll try to work it right side, got it over to Curley, and she's on the move. Left side floats it to the glass, missed on the shot. Mackin got the rebound. Just underway, second period. Johnson up top, Mackin. Mackin on the move, left side, and they get her for the travel violation. So the turnover sends it back to the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. Kiera McGee in the backcourt gives it over to Mariah Curley, the junior, and she'll come across the timeline. Right side, McGee. Tuskegee in that zone defense. All front now. Sliding through down in the corner, right with the jumper, missed on the shot. Rebound controlled by her. They'll get another look. Backpedaling near the mid-stripe is McGee to reset for LeMoyne-Owen. Left side, got some space, running jumper by her, and that's nicely done. She knocked down the jumper. So McGee with her first field goal makes it 15-10. Mackin at the free throw line. Down at the block, Bobbitt. She's accosted down at the block by charging Nairobi Lewis. Instead, they'll call that foul on Fuller. So Kennedy Fuller picks up her first, and that was a shooting foul with Sine Bobbitt at the line to shoot for Tuskegee. Sine on the season 67% from the free throw line. And Sine converts on the first. Bobbitt for the second. And Sine gets that second one for Tuskegee, makes it 17-10. Half court set now. Lady Magicians across the timeline. They're working right side to McGee. Slides in the corner, running jumper by her there. Missed on the shot. Mackin got the rebound initially, but it was tapped out of bounds. They say that Samaya touches it last, so it will stay with the Magicians. Trying to get it in on the inside on the inbound pass. Instead, they come to Fuller out front. Tuskegee resting in that 2-3 zone. Fuller slides in the paint underneath the defense. Left it short on the cylinder. Mackin clears for the Golden Tigers with 8:23 remaining first half of play. Hughley out front, down in the corner, left side Cantone. Alani on the move. Head fake, got some space. Now back to Mackin. 16 to shoot for Tuskegee. Hughley tied up out front. To the floor they go, taken away by the Magicians. Out the other way on a run out is Wright. She'll go across the cylinder with the left hand, and she converts with the lay-in. So Wright with that field goal cuts the deficit to 17-12. And the Magicians starting to amp up their defensive pressure on Tuskegee. Hughley will take a seat. Boland back out on the floor. Johnson up top to Cantone. Now Bobbitt back across the floor. Alexandria almost lost it. Now steps on the inbound line, but I think she was forced out of bounds. She was forced out. Now call that against Curley. So Curley picks up her first for the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. We're at 7:43 left, first half of play. Tuskegee with a 17-12 lead. As Johnson out front, slides it right side, Cantone. On a give, Boland across the floor, Alexandria. Now back to Brittany. Cantone, good head fake by her. Floater in the paint, can't convert there. The grad student had a good look on the inside, just not able to finish. Timeout taken by Coach Partee. He saw that its player had fallen to the floor with the basketball. Got the timeout before the travel violation was called. With 7:26 remaining in this first half of play, we come to the media timeout. Tuskegee with a 17-12 lead over the Magicians of LeMoyne College. More basketball after the break. Back live here inside of Chappie James. Tuskegee with a 17-12 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College in SIAC action. Number 6 and number 7 of the West Division here with basketball action on the Saturday afternoon. Golden Tigers at 5 and 8 overall and 2 and 4. Magicians 4 and 11 and 1 and 6 in conference play. Golden Tigers make it out on the floor. They're spatted up in their neon green sneakers. Trying to bring some sunshine to an overcast area here in Tuskegee, Alabama, and almost all across the southeast. This is Curley with the basketball for the Magicians. She'll work it right side to Wright. Wright trying to work inside. Good defensive work by Bobbitt, and a whistle call there. Sounded like Sine got all basketball on that block inside the paint, but foul called on Sine instead. That's her first. Team foul number 3 on Tuskegee. So that'll send Wright to the line to shoot. 12 of 24 shooting for right. And she sinks the first free throw for the Lady Magicians. Tuskegee in the ballgame right now. 7 of 21 shooting from the floor. Both those free throws from the line. Right. Anticipation there on a bad pass from Mackinnon. It's stolen away by the Magicians. At the foul line, on the move, penetration on the shot inside the paint. McGee able to convert there for LeMoyne-Owen. That's her second field goal. And Johnson tied up out front. The lead for Tuskegee has been cut to 2 now. Alexandria over to Bolden. Or Bolden, that is. Cantone on the move, and it'll get her for a travel violation. Cantone hard pressed to agree with the officials on that call. But it will go down as turnover number 5 for the Golden Tigers nonetheless. LeMoyne-Owen with the basketball now. Half-court set. They can tie it with a basket that's tripped down the floor. Wright with it at the foul line right side. Turns on Cyan. Doubled inside, and she travels with the basketball. So back-to-back turnovers will give it back to the Golden Tigers. Magicians jump into full court pressure. Cyan over to Alexandria. Now up to Samaya. Half-court set now for TU. Samaya fouled in the half court. Curley guilty of that. That's her second personal. And Alexandria will inbound the basketball just to our right, and you see our camera position. As she brings it in play, as Halani handles out front. Cyan back to Alexandria for 3. Good look, and Alexandria knocks down another triple. That's her second three-pointer of the first half. She's got 8 for the Golden Tigers. To extend their lead, there's a takeaway at the mid-stripe. Cantone back the other way. Halani with the lay-in right side. So that's a Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break lay-in for the Golden Tigers to make it 22-15. Tuskegee needed that little spurt. Magicians have cut the deficit down to 2. Up top, McGee with the basketball. They leave her alone. She fires a 3 and drains it there for the Magicians. Kerr with her first, McGee with her first three-pointer. Boland behind the arc, and she travels left side. .5:23 remains first half of play. Basketball over to the Magicians. Tuskegee showing full court pressure. Jarvis Jester with the basketball headed toward the scorer's table. Tuskegee with a 22-18 lead. For the moment, 5:23 showing on the game clock. Take a look at Jarvis, one of the seasoned officials in the SIAC, although he looks like he's only 15 years old. Been at it for quite a while. One of the staples in terms of the officiating crew for the SIAC. Play resumes. Magicians with the basketball. Full court pressure by TU. They almost taken away at the mid-stripe, but Freeman handles for LeMoyne-Owen. Left side to Nairobi Lewis. Now down in the corner. McGee back inside to Lewis. Nairobi turns with the right-hand shot, had to hurry, missed on the shot, rebound to Tuskegee. Cantone wants to push it up the floor. Right side, Brittany. Brittany down in the paint, now back out front. Across the floor they go to Johnson. And Halani on the move, jumper in the corner. Halani missed on the shot. Cyan was trying to pick it off and come back with a rebound backside. Not able to do so. Magicians with it, half court set with 4:35 remaining. Tuskegee with a 22-18 lead. Whistles on the penetration by Freeman, right side. And Taya Brown back out on the floor now for Coach Partee and LeMoyne-Owen. Fuller, or Freeman that is, with it in the corner. Boland guarding her. Jumper in the corner. That one tapped around and fell good for McGee. So McGee now with 9 points in his first half for the Magicians. Tuskegee with a 22-21 lead. Boland just in front of the LeMoyne-Owen bench handles the basketball. Brittany doubled out front, slides the paint, nice bounce wraparound pass in the corner to Holmes. And Cyan obliges with the field goal in the corner. She's got 6. That's a nice assist there from Brittany Boland on the wraparound bounce pass. 24-21, Tuskegee with the lead. Foul unextended, jumper there. That one's off the mark by Wright. Cyan clears for Tuskegee at the block. Up the floor now. Alexandria inside the paint. Cantone right of the arc. Now Boland left side. Samaya on the floor, lead behind for Cyan. She'll penetrate, runner by Cyan, left it short in front of the cylinder. Basketball to LeMoyne. McGee with the basketball out front. Good cross dribble by her, left side to the cylinder. Rushed the shot at the block. Brittany had it, couldn't keep it. Down at the block, they got it inside to Entire Brown, and Brown able to convert right side for LeMoyne. She's got 6 in this first half of play. Tuskegee's lead down to 1 again. 2:50 remains. Cantone pushed in the corner, back out front. She thought Boland was going that way. They throw it away and back the other way. The Magicians to the rack, and they get the lay-in, and they claim the lead on the lay-in by McGee. So McGee with 11 in the ball game now for LeMoyne-Owen, and the Magicians take their first lead of the ball game, 25-24. Johnson, right side, nice stutter step, lead behind there for Mackin. Samaya tied up, will go to the arrow, and the jump ball will keep it with Tuskegee. 2:22 remains in this first half of play. Tuskegee trailing for the first time in the ball game, 25-24. Got a timeout on the floor, and we'll step out as well on GTSN.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Back live here inside Chappie James. Tuskegee for the first time this afternoon trailing the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College 25-24. TU will have the basketball. And Boland will inbound it. Out on the floor for the first time, Amani Johnson handling it. Now down at the block, Samaya. Samaya turns back out to Boland. Boland with 7 to shoot for 3. Back of the iron. Brittany with a good look. Wouldn't stay. So Freeman comes away with it for LeMoyne-Owen. Hughley went for a steal there. She picked it one time early in this first half. On the weave, LaDeja picks this one again. Dives to the floor. In the backcourt, got it over to Boland. Good work there by LaDeja in the backcourt for Tuskegee. TU with a chance to reclaim the lead. Boland out front. Now behind the arc, Amani. Amani up top to Brittany. Bounce pass, Cyan. Entry pass, Mackin, and she is mugged on the inside. Trying to catch up with the play on the inside was Diamond Howell. So Howell Geraldine with the first personal, and Amani Johnson will inbound it for Tuskegee left of the cylinder. Trying to get it inside on a whistle. Basketball kicked. It'll stay with Tuskegee with 1:39 left. First half of play. Boland with it on the entry pass. Mackin wasn't looking, and he threw it right out of bounds. Cyan was looking toward Samaya. Samaya tried to set a screen and turned her back to the basketball, which went straight out of bounds and right over to the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. Minute 35 remains. First half play, Tuskegee trailing 25-24 to the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Conference action on a Saturday afternoon. Stacia Hamilton back out on the floor now. She'll push it across the floor to Geraldine. Now on the floor, it's Fuller inside the paint. Back out to Hamilton. 12 to shoot now for the Magicians. Hamilton lead behind inside the paint. Nicely done, and a bank shot right at the center by Brown. Good execution there by LeMoyne-Owen. Brown with 8 in the first half, and the lead is up to 3 now for the Lady Magicians. Mackin, top of the key, left side Hughley. She'll push a three-pointer. LaDeja, front of the iron. Rebound, Amani. Down at the block, Samaya. She's doubled there. Push back to Amani. Now foul on extended. Johnson, she's good for Tuskegee. Johnson, 10 in this first half. Real spark for the Golden Tigers. Tuskegee trailing by a point now with 35 seconds left. Freeman with it out front. Hughley guarding her. Now on a switch. Amani works it guarding Fuller. Hamilton has it out front with 10 to shoot. She is their three-point specialist. Calling for a screen out front. She'll slide left side. Running jumper by her is good. Nicely done there on that call of the play by Hamilton to get the screen. Back the other way. Behind the arc, Amani lets a three-point fly and can't get it to fall. Mackin got a rebound to the glass. And Samaya will finish the first half with a great job down at the block. Got a rebound and follow up and got the lay-in to give that point to Tuskegee. So Tuskegee at the intermission, trailing 29.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Back live here inside Chappie James Arena. At the intermission, Tuskegee trailing at 29-28 to the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. At the break, trying to get Coach Taylor here with us, talk a little bit about men's basketball. See if we can't get his headset position to be able to hear him. While we do so, we'll wait. We'll take a look at some of these first half numbers from the women's contest. Tuskegee in that first half of play led most of the way, but gave up the lead near the end of that first half. They finished from the floor 12 of 31, shooting at 38%. And from the floor, the Magicians, they were 12 of 32 shooting from the floor. As we get set for more halftime stats coming your way, we'll take a break here on GTSN. Thank you. I can't. Catch me in a second. You can hear me? Can you hear, Coach?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
And we are live here inside Chappie James at the intermission of the women's ball game. Tuskegee trailing at 29-28 to the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Chance for us to talk about men's basketball on the Golden Tigers side. We're joined by head coach Benchy Taylor. Coach, thanks for joining us at halftime. Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen on the docket this afternoon, a ball game that was slated for Memphis, but we're down here in Tuskegee. How much of an issue is that in terms of the change of venue for this ball game?
Well, it worked out for us because we were able to stay at home.
Sure.
We definitely couldn't have made it over there with the weather the way it is, and we were glad that Will Anderson, the AD over at LeMoyne-Owen, was able to make it work. I didn't want to push the game back to another date because we already got a lot of games that we had to make up. So we're glad that they're here, and you know, we'll have to play some good basketball to win. I mean, their record, they're better than their record. They're a good ball club. They're long. They can score it. And we'll have to play better than we've been playing in order to win today.
This is the home opener for the Golden Tigers in the second half of the season of 2025. Coming off of that road swing where we split, got Savannah and lost to Edward Waters. What's the tempo of the team at this point?
We're in a good place. I mean, last year this time, these guys don't know this, don't remember it, but you know, last year this time we were much worse situation than we are in now. We lost both games on that road trip. I think we had 2 wins and wound up winning 12 out of 15. Played really well down the stretch, and you know, we usually play our best basketball this time of the year, and it's trying to get a little bit of rhythm offensively and score. We're defending. We held Edward Waters at 36% shooting, 29 from 3, but we shot 28 free throws and missed 12 in an overtime game, and that's unacceptable, and we got to fix that.
You just tipped my point in terms of the next question. That overtime ball game against the Tigers of Edward Waters struggled, got back into that ball game, had some momentum going into the overtime.
Right.
Just got kind of, I don't know, was it fatigue that got us in the overtime? Or I know we just didn't, we scored only 1 field goal there.
No, we weren't fatigued. I think it was just, you know, being on the road. They didn't play Saturday, we did, but I'm not going to blame it on fatigue. You know, that was their first game over the break, so they had about 12 days off. I'm sure their legs were better, but we just didn't play well enough to win that game. And Saturday's game was a physical, grueling game against Savannah State, which we held them to a low number from the floor. But we got to score the ball better. We got to be more efficient. We got to take care of it. We got to make free throws. You can't get to the line 28 times on the road and miss 12 and lose in overtime.
We had something similar last year where we just went through that period where it just looked like nothing was falling for us from the free throw line. And it looks like we're close to that right now in terms of that type scenario. What do you tell the team as it relates to that overall in terms of those type numbers?
Well, it's not something you can really talk about a lot. You got to make them work at it. You know, last year we had KD, who's not shooting well from the line, and we also had Martez, who didn't shoot. So we had two. But we're an inside-out team, so we're going to KD, and he's got to deliver because they're fouling for profit. And they're fouling him actually more than the rest are calling it because they're trying to put him on the line. And I just told him he got to worry about finishing the basket, go up, take a deep breath, knock the free throws down. We're a better free throw shooting team than last year because we had two guys that were in the 50s. So now we got one, and he's our go-to guy in the games in the post, and we're getting it to him. We're executing. He's got to deliver. You know, he had 22 points. I think he missed 8 free throws, you know. So I think he's had 3 games this year where he's had 20 points and could have had 30 if he made the free throws. And but we shoot him before and after practice with him, and he makes them at a high rate. And I don't know if it's fatigue with him or what it is, but we're going to continue to go to him, and he's going to deliver.
Well, they'll have to deliver this afternoon against the team that you say is a lot better than what their record indicates.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They are. You know, Edward Waters was really good. So there are no games you can look at on our schedule and say that's a win. We have to play well, and I think sometimes we kind of let off the gas a little bit. We got to get off the better starts. We're switching our lineup tonight. We got to get off the better starts. We can't start the game off. We missed 2-point bank layups to start the game. You know, we got to be more efficient and more confident in what we're doing.
Coach, you got the Magicians this afternoon. Best of luck in the ball game. See you afterwards.
We're going to try to work some magic, man, and make them free throws.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
You know, so always glad to be with you, Charles, and thanks for all you do. And, hey, man, this thing is turning into a big-time production around here, man. I didn't think we were dealing with the NBA till February, but y'all got just as much equipment as the NBA around here.
We're trying our best to keep up with the good squad.
You and AD Ruffin got something going on I don't know about. Y'all, I'm looking around for TNT or somebody to be up here with you or somebody. This is a big-time production y'all got going on, so thank you for all you do.
Yes, sir.
We got family and friends trying to watch us from afar, so they're able to log in and look at us, so we appreciate that.
Thank you, Coach Taylor. Good luck in the ball game. We'll see you afterwards.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Head coach Benji Taylor, Golden Tigers getting set to meet the Magicians in men's action after we conclude with women's play here inside Chappie James. Right now at the break, it's the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen leading the Golden Tigers 29-28. More basketball just ahead on GTSN.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities. Healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
And welcome back, everybody. We are live inside Chappie James. Just a couple of minutes before we get set for second half action. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee leading most of that first half, but gave up the lead in the latter moments of it. Gonna have to fight from behind as you take a look at head coach Shiante Wester. Second year at Tuskegee. really trying to put something special together here at Tuskegee. Took over the program a year ago and really brought in a lot of different players for this year's campaign. Front half of the season, that group of players, a new set of players trying to learn to work together, and really had some ups and downs in the first half of the season. Won the ball game against Savannah on the road trip, but stumbled against Edward Waters in the ball game on the final contest of the road trip before we get here. This home opener for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Right now, Tuskegee trailing the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owens 29-28 in that first half of play. Have some first half stats for you coming here momentarily from Chappie James for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee and LeMoyne in those first 20 minutes of play. And again, Tuskegee with their early lead. And Tuskegee in this ball game led by as many as 7 in that first half of play, but at the half they trailed by 1. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee from the floor in that first half. 12 of 31 shooting, and the Magicians 12 of 32 shooting in the first 20 minutes of play. And for the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owens College, 2 of 7 shooting from behind the arc. For Tuskegee, they got 2 3-point field goals as well, both from Alexandria Johnson, the senior from Little Rock. And from the free throw line, Magicians 3 of 4 at 75%. And for Tuskegee, they were 2 of 3 shooting in the first 20 minutes of play. Leading scorers for the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen, Mariah Curley, she had 12 in that first half. And Taya Brown, she finished with 8 for the Magicians. Alexandria Johnson with the 2 3-point field goals and a couple of other field goals. She's finished with 10 in the first 20 minutes of play for Tuskegee. So set for second half action. Golden Tigers hosting the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owens College women's basketball. Men's contest to follow here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. It'll be the Magicians to inbound it. It'll be Freeman right to our right to inbound the basketball for LeMoyne-Owen. They'll start the second half with a 1-point lead, 29-28. And we're underway second half. And not quite yet. Now we're set. Out front with the basketball is McGee for the Magicians. Right side, she'll work it down at the block. Whistles on the play. Boland down at the block trying to defend. And they'll get her for the personal. So Boland picks up her first for Tuskegee. Non-shooting foul there for the Magicians. They'll inbound it to Hamilton. Hamilton back up top. They work it to Freeman. Freeman got some space, pushes back, and got it inside to Taya Brown. And Brown not able to convert on the left-hand lay-in, but the rebound down at the block to Africa Lewis, and she's fouled. She'll be headed to the line. They called out on Boland, so Boland's picked up back-to-back fouls here to start this third period of play. And that'll send Lewis to the line for LeMoyne-Owen to shoot. Take a look at Mackin and a couple of other players for Tuskegee going down into the well. That was at halftime. As Lewis is at the line shooting now with 9:36 remaining in the third period. Lewis missed on the first. And now on the second, she converts. She'll make it 30-28. Magicians with the lead. Lewis with her first points of the ball game. Out top, Hughley handles the basketball for Tuskegee now. They trail by 2, just underway third period. Boland out front. She's already picked up 2 personals here in the third period. Zone defense for LeMoyne-Owen. Across the floor now, Alexandria Johnson handles. Pushes inside Boland. She'll turn. Can't get a shot airborne, though. Down in the corner, Mackin with the basketball. Out front, Johnson. 6 to shoot. At the block, Cyan slides it across the floor to Samaya, and it's tapped out of bounds with just 2 to shoot. It'll stay with Tuskegee. Boland left of the cylinder. Entry pass, they got to hurry. Johnson got it airborne to the cylinder, missed on the shot. Mackin got a rebound and a putback. She's fouled on the inside by Africa Lewis. So Lewis picks up her second personal. And to the line, Samaya Mackin. Tuskegee with a good job of work there with just 2 seconds on the shot clock. Able to get it airborne, got a rebound. And now they'll send Mackin to the line to shoot. Samaya 4 points in that first half. She got that first free throw from the line. She's got 5 in the ball game, and she cuts the Magician lead to just 1. And Samaya true on both free throws, evens the basketball game at 30 each. Tuskegee jumps immediately into full court pressure. McGee in the backcourt over to Hamilton. Hamilton slides all the way left side, lead behind in the corner now for Brown. Now they push it across the floor. Jumper from out front, 3-point range. That shot is off the mark. Basketball's tapped around. Rebound comes clear to Alexandria Johnson for Tuskegee. Tied at 30. Down in the corner to Boland. Boland back up top to Alexandria. Across the floor down to Hughley. Mackin trying to set a screen. Now they dump it inside to Cyan and they throw the basketball away. It was tapped out front, good defensive work by Brown. They come back the other way, and Brown loses it off of her fingertips. Basketball back to Tuskegee now. 8:14 left in the third. Tied at 30. Hughley across the timeline. Boland with it, pushes across the floor. Alexandria on the move, running jumper there. Back of the iron, won't fall. Rebound, Cyan got it inside to Alexandria, missed on a second opportunity. Cyan took it away, another look here at Boland from out front, missed there. Cyan tries to run it down this time, but it belongs to the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. Tuskegee with 3 looks that trip down the floor. Good work by Cyan Holmes down at the block to provide that for Tuskegee. 7:40 remaining in the third period. Right where we started, we're tied at 30 each this time. Freeman on the move, and they'll get her for the wraparound with the off arm, trying to create some space. So Freeman picks up that foul. So Tuskegee half court set now. Hughley to the glass right side. And they're going to go the other way with that. Hughley guilty of the offensive charge or foul on the inside. So LaDeja's picked up her first. And the basketball back over to LeMoyne. Tied at 30. LeMoyne with it in the backcourt. Tuskegee showing full court pressure. McGee across the timeline for the Magicians. Right side with the basketball. Hughley guarding her. And McGee just pulls up with a jumper from out front. Missed on the 3-point shot. Quickly up the floor comes Boland right side. Brittany at the rack, and she drew a foul from Lewis down low. Boland with a good penetration down the floor for Tuskegee to create that contact. And Lewis guilty of the foul. That's her third. So Boland to the line. Brittany really trying to get things going offensively. At 6 points, 4 rebounds in that loss to Edward Waters. Right now, her point per game average is at 11.5, down off of a couple of points through the last couple of ball games, but she hits the first free throw here. She's only got 3 in this ball game. Gives Tuskegee the 31-30 lead. And Boland winning both from the line. Brittany at 84% shooting from the free throw line for Tuskegee. 18th in the conference in 3-point field goals made with 55. Tuskegee with a 32-30 lead. LeMoyne-Owen with the basketball. Hughley guarding out front. McGee with the basketball. Left side. Bounce pass, Mackin took it away, had better position on the inside over Nairobi Lewis, the sister of Africa. And Tuskegee, after the takeaway, they come back the other way, leading by 2. Boland to LaDeja. Cyan foul line extended in the corner. Samaya Mackin on the move. Down at the block, and Samaya's fouled. She'll be at the line for Tuskegee. They call that foul on the inside. Showing that it's called on the inside on McGee. So that's her second personal. And Mackin at the line for Tuskegee shooting. Samaya, junior from Columbus, Georgia, transferred in from Southern Union. 76% from the free throw line, 22 of 29 coming into today's ball game, and she got a good roll on the second one to convert that one. She's got 7 in the ball game. Tuskegee with a 33-30 lead now. Half court set for LeMoyne-Owen. McGee with it out front. On the give on the inside, and a reverse lay, and that shot off the mark. It was right on the inside, not able to finish on the lay-in. Johnson, Mackin. Double B, running jumper by her. Oh boy, that was all the way down in the cylinder and came out. Tough break there on the shot. Magicians with the basketball. Freeman down in the corner, doubled there, good defensive work. Trying to bounce it off of Johnson, does that, and will stay with LeMoyne with 19 to shoot. Tuskegee leading by 3, 33-30. LeMoyne pushing out front. Johnson going for a steal, almost got it, but it comes clear to Curley. Curley instead. Curley with a wraparound out front, but they'll get Johnson with the block instead. So Alexandria picks up that personal. That's only her first personal. Boland takes a seat as Cantone makes it back out on the floor for Tuskegee. Alani, the grad student from Apopka, Florida, seeing her point average rise consistently during this season. Right now at 10.5 points per ball game, 19th in the conference in scoring per ball game. Nairobi, Lewis gives it. Good penetration by Curley. Right side all the way to the rack. Lost the basketball, but it'll come clear to Magicians. And now they step on the inbound line. We go back the other way. Good hard step there by Curley to get some space headed toward the rack against Tuskegee. But she was not able to hold the basketball. And Johnson will inbound it for Tuskegee to go back the other way. Now the officials confer. Jerry Galloway, crew chief, talking to Kyria York down near the baseline. And you see Alexandria Johnson in the background. And they're going to wave it off and say that the basketball belongs to LeMoyne-Owen. Guess it went off of Tuskegee last. Now Coach Wester wants an explanation as to why that call was reversed like that. 5:13 remains in the third. Can only surmise that they agreed that Tuskegee touched the basketball last going out of bounds. Magicians inbound and inside. And they got the shot off before the shot clock violation. Up basketball 2 down in the cylinder and popped out of there. Magicians come away empty. Tuskegee with it, leading by 3 at the block. Hughley bounce pass. Cantone left corner. Holmes free there on the inside. Pushes back out to Johnson. Johnson with a jumper. That was partially deflected. Good defensive work there by McGee for LeMoyne-Owen. Hughley in the backcourt anticipating a steal against Curley, but she commits the foul. So LaDeja just picked up her second with 4:44 remaining in the third. Timeout on the floor. Tuskegee leading it by 3, 33-30. More basketball ahead on GTSN.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Right side, lost it on the inside, and she's fouled on her way to the basket. They call the foul on Freeman. So Freeman has picked up her first personal. And at the line, it'll be Helani Cantone shooting for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. A couple of substitutions out on the floor for the Golden Tigers. Alicia Green White, the junior from Hyattsville, Maryland, out on the floor. And Coach Barty countering with Kennedy Fuller back out. Cantone, a lot of work from her the last couple of minutes. Hits that field goal. Prior trip down the floor, she knocked down a three-pointer. Nice Saturday crowd here inside Chappie James. Glad to have the students back as classes have resumed for the semester, as Cantone knocks down both free throws to make it 40-33. Freeman across the timeline now for LeMoyne-Owen. Picked up out front and lost it. Alexandria took it away now. 2-on-1. Alexandria, she's bumped and she's fouled inside the paint. Foul was called on Freeman. She picks up back-to-back fouls. And this time, it'll be Alexandria Johnson shooting. Bolton takes the opportunity to go over and talk to head coach Wester. So right now it's Danielle Bolton, LaDeja Hughley, Alexandria Johnson, Alyssa Green-White, and Helani Cantone out on the floor for head coach Ciante Wester. And the first free throw from the line from Johnson is good. Johnson, last couple of ball games on that road swing, really starting to come into her presence on this Tuskegee roster, and she got both free throws there. That's what it's going to take down the stretch. A lot of different pieces of this puzzle for Tuskegee. And they're starting to learn to work together as a team and playing better together. Looking for some good results in the second half. They lead here 42-33, their largest lead of the ball game. Fuller from the foul line, banked it, but she missed on the shot. Got her own rebound, but it bounced off of her foot. Now they'll tie it up. Hughley, of course, at the bottom of that pile. So is Alyssa Green-White for Tuskegee. But the arrow will give it over to the Golden Tigers. Good defensive work for TU. I get rewarded with the basketball. A minute 50 left in the third. Glad you could join us on GTS and Tuskegee with a 42-33 lead. Cantone half-court set. LaDeja. Down in the corner, bounce pass Green-White. Turns with the jumper, missed on the shot. Backside rebound to Fuller. And across the floor now to Curley, who comes across the timeline. Curley all the way through in traffic. And it'll either be Alyssa Green-White or Danielle Bolton guilty of the foul down low. They'll call it on Green-White. That's her first personal. Alyssa only averaging about 6 minutes per ball game. But with Jasmine Manuel being out of the lineup this afternoon with that concussion as he sustained in the road trip. Green-White. And you see Cyan Holmes starting this basketball game for Tuskegee. All of the players in the front line that have not had many minutes will be getting them until Jack Manuel can get back into that lineup. Curley missed on the first free throw from the line. Spins the second and misses that one as well. Bolton clears for Tuskegee. And we go back the other way. From the foul line, Danielle got it down in the corner to Johnson. Trying to get it to Green-White if they can, if she's squaring up on the inside. Back up top to the foul line to Bolton. 10 to shoot across the floor. Here comes Cantone. Got some space, foul line extended right side. Missed on the jumper. Hamilton lost balance, but able to save it in play and got it to Fuller. 2-on-1 now. Fuller behind the back, left side with the pass, and that's nicely done. Wrapped it around to right on the left side of the floor, and right got the lay-in. Fuller with a nice display of passing ability there, went behind the back to get it to right. Down at the block now, Hughley, she's going toward the cylinder, and she's fouled underneath. So Tuskegee with a 42-35 lead, and LaDeja to the line to shoot for Tuskegee. Hughley looking for her first points of the ball game. Got 3 assists already with 5 steals in the contest. And LaDeja sinks that first free throw for her first points of the contest. LaDeja 19th in the SIAC in steals, 1.5 per ball game, total of 20 coming into today's contest. Trying to take that Tuskegee lead to 9 with 30 seconds left. LaDeja got them both from the line. .27 seconds left for the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College in the third. Tuskegee with the lead. Curley with the basketball for LeMoyne-Owen. Down in the corner, anticipation by LaDeja. And LaDeja almost with the steal for Tuskegee. Quick hands by the senior from Opelika. 14 seconds left, first half of play, or in the third period of play. Out front with the basketball. Fuller handles for LeMoyne-Owen. 10 before the break. Fuller slides all the way through at the block, lost the basketball. It's loose on the floor. Alyssa White trying to get to it, tapped it out of bounds. It'll stay with LeMoyne-Owen. 4.7 seconds left in the third. They look to the inside to go to Hamilton instead. Tipped off of her and out of bounds over to Tuskegee. Good aggressive defense there by Alexandria Johnson to force that turnover. And Tuskegee now with 2.9 seconds left. A chance to hoist one to end the third period. It'll be a half-court set. Cantone just to the left of the Tuskegee bench will inbound it. Now they'll call her into the back court, still side out. They go across the floor. Pass anticipated and tapped out of bounds by Curley. And they'll take it to 1.7 seconds remaining. And Tuskegee now in a half-court set with a chance here to hoist one with 1.5 remaining. See if they can get one inside to Danielle Bowden at the block. Maybe get a quick turnaround inside the paint. I guess the players are set now. Jerry Galloway gives up the basketball. Tuskegee trying to find somebody on the inside. Johnson pops out, trying to get it inside. That's exactly what they were trying to do, was go inside to get one inside on a potential shot in the paint. Not able to get it off, though. We've come to the end of three here inside Chappie James, and it comes to the end with Tuskegee leading at 44-35. We'll take a break here, bring you fourth quarter action here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
Back live in the fourth quarter we go. Golden Tigers enter the fourth with a 44-35 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. It'll be Freeman to inbound it for LeMoyne-Owen. Pushes it back into the backcourt to Curley. Half-court set now. Up front with it. Brown and a whistle there. Brown inside the paint. She commits the travel violation. So Tuskegee back the other way now. Magicians of LeMoyne College give it up on the turnover. And half-court set now for the Golden Tigers. Jumper right side, that one's off the mark for Tuskegee. And put back on the left side by Mack, and Samaya had a look, just not able to finish it left side. She's a lefty playing into her strength there, just not able to finish on the lay-in. Tuskegee 14 of 42 shooting from the floor at the end of the third period as Holmes gets another rebound for Tuskegee. Golden Tigers 13 of 15 from the free throw line. Whistles in a half-court set. Foul on Mack, or correction on the end, called on the other side of the floor. They call that one on McGee. And that'll send Cyan Holmes to the line shooting for Tuskegee. Cyan being asked to step up in the lineup this afternoon, and she has come through for Coach Wester and Tuskegee. Right now with an 8 in the ball game. Missed on that first free throw. One more coming here. All with 6 rebounds. She rims that second free throw good for Tuskegee. So she's got 9. Tuskegee leads by 10. 8:53 left in the ball game. Freeman out front now, cross double by her, down in the corner, slides all the way through. Had to adjust the shot. Good fly-by defense there by Cantone to make her adjust. Missed as a result. Boland back out on the floor. Cantone, left side, Mackin with a jumper. Samaya missed on the shot. Backside rebound collected there by Wright for the Magicians. Now got it over to Hamilton. Hamilton slides all the way through. Missed on the lay-in left side. Here comes Alexandria Johnson for Tuskegee now. Gives it back up top to Cantone. Tuskegee with its largest lead, up to 10. Jumper, Johnson, good again. Alexandra, that's her 3rd three-pointer of the ball game for Tuskegee. Alexandra has found the range here. She's got 15 in the ball game, along with 5 rebounds for the Golden Tigers to extend the lead to 48-35 with 8:02 remaining. Tuskegee with the lead. We'll take a break here on GTSN.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
8:02 remaining in the basketball game. Tuskegee with a 48-35 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Home opener for the Golden Tigers in the 2025 portion of the season. Golden Tigers back in action on Wednesday down at Albany State. Curley with it, left side now, gives it over to Wright. Wright at the block, running left-hand shot by her is off the mark. Cantone clears for Tuskegee. And she'll head across the timeline. Johnson, Boland. Back out Halani, behind the arc for 3. Spinner down, but it wouldn't stay. Boland gave chase. It was tapped out of bounds, went off of the leg of Wright. So after the hustle by Brittany Boland, the basketball will stay with Tuskegee. Inbound pass out front to Cantone. And right side Cantone all the way to the rack, banked it right side, but she missed on the shot. They call the foul on Wright, her second personal. And that'll send Cantone to the line for Tuskegee to shoot. Alani with 4 points in the ball game, or correction, 9 in the ball game. And she missed on that first free throw. So Cantone the second now with 7:23 remaining. Good there for Tuskegee. So the lead now 49-35 for Tuskegee. Look at the players on the floor now for Coach Mackin. TNT Fireworks players on the floor. Cantone, Holmes, Johnson, Mackin, and Boland, the 5 out for the Golden Tigers. Down in the corner for the Magicians, it's Hamilton handling the basketball. And turning and missing on the shot is Lewis. She got her own rebound and missed again. Rebound, Johnson. Holden, left side, Cyan. Cantone, right side to the glass, and she finishes. Good pass across the floor there from Cyan. And got it in the hands to Samaya, or Alani, for the basket. Holmes, 2 assists in the ball game. Tuskegee with a 51-35 lead. Floater inside the paint, partially deflected by Tuskegee. Here comes double B for Tuskegee across the timeline over to Johnson, and they throw the basketball away. Hamilton got it for the Magicians. Slides under the paint. On the move, Curley. Lost it on the penetration. Tapped out of bounds. Lee Boland may have tapped that one out of bounds. Good defensive work by her on the reach around. No, instead they call a foul on Holmes. So Cyan's picked up her second personal. Looked like that was just a clean tap away of that basketball by Boland on the penetration, but instead Curley at the line for LeMoyne misses on the first. Reminder that men's action to follow here on GTSN. Golden Tigers will be hosting the men of LeMoyne-Owen, as Curley missed on both free throws, but a rebound tapped around inside the paint. A foul back on the inside. Brown had it for LeMoyne-Owen. And they call Holmes for the personal, so I just picked up her third with 6:07 remaining. Alexandria Johnson departs the basketball game. LaDeja Hughley back out on the floor now. In the corner, Freeman with a quick jump shot there. Missed on the shot. Rebound at the block, Cyan Holmes. Called her name all afternoon long. She's got 8 rebounds in the ball game. Half court set now. Runners missed. Holmes with another rebound. Tuskegee with a freshman here. Mackin tied up near the foul line. Now Boland fires a three-pointer. Double B knocks it down for Tuskegee. Her first three-pointer of the ball game. She's got 7 now. Tuskegee's built this lead to 54-35. Nairobi Lewis squares right side, gives it over to Freeman. Out front with the basketball, Brown. Brown turns to her left, got some space on the inside, missed on the shot. Boland had a rebound, but lost it. Cantone stole it away on a pass across the floor. Alani left side to the rack, and Alani on a Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break lay-in for Tuskegee. Back the other way, and a timeout taken by Coach Partee, and the Magicians definitely need a timeout here. 4:49 remains. Tuskegee extends its lead to 56-35 over the Magicians. We'll take a break here on GTSN. More basketball after the timeout.
Hey, are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah. My power went out, and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah. Why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
.449 remains here inside Chappie James women's action. Tuskegee with a 56-35 lead over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College SIAC action. Take a look at that Tuskegee sideline as they make it back out onto the floor. Golden Tigers, first home ball game of the 2025 portion of the season. Back out on the floor. At the line, the Magicians will be shooting. Oh, no, that's a side out. Looks like Curley will inbound it side out here for them after the timeout. Curly gonna give. McGee at the block. Lewis. There's a Yellowwood block shot down at the block by Danielle Bolton. Our first Yellowwood block shot for Tuskegee in the basketball game. They go back the other way and throw the basketball away. Turn it over, give it right back over to the Magicians. Freeman handles out front. That heavily bandaged left hand broke her wrist in October, just getting back into the Magician lineup as they throw it away in a half-court set. Here comes Brittany. Double B slides right side. Nice bounce at the block. Bolton can't finish, though. A bit turned around at the cylinder and could not convert on the lay-in. We're down to 4:03 remaining in the ball game. Freeman slides left side, and she lost a handle on the basketball. Hughley across the timeline. Entry pass, foul line, Mackett. Now over to Johnson. They left her behind the arc, and this time she's short on the three-point effort. She's got 3 three-point baskets in the ball game, not able to convert that time, and running the floor back the other way. Brown with an easy lay-in for the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. And that brings a timeout from Coach Wester and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with 3:33 remaining in the ball game. Tuskegee leading at 56-37. Just a quick 30 here, so we'll stay here inside Chappie, James. As the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee trying to bounce back after losing to Edward Waters on Monday night. This ball game, as you take a look at that Tuskegee huddle, scheduled to be in Memphis, but because of weather conditions, we're here at Chappie, James. As you take a look at the Alabama Department of Public Health in-game stats for Tuskegee from the floor, 18 of 54, shooting 33% from behind the arc. They hit 5 three-pointers in this ball game. After the timeout, it will belong to the Golden Tigers. Full court pressure by LeMoyne-Owen. Alexandria Johnson in the backcourt. Samaya to inbound it. Johnson guarded in the backcourt by McGee. Alexandra sliding left side and bumped there by McGee as she was trying to work it left side. So McGee's picked up her third. And Tuskegee will have it now in a half-court set. 20 to shoot. Boland or Brittany to inbound it. Whistles. And a foul. Players trying to find some space on the floor. They call that one on McGee as well. Now Tuskegee will have it underneath the cylinder, just to the right of the cylinder, as Boland will inbound it there. Getting closer and closer, they got it inside. This time Bolton not able to convert, but good job by Brittany to tap it away and keep it alive for Tuskegee. Bolton gave up on it. Boland did not. She got the rebound. She'll slide left side underneath the glass. Too hard on the shot, though. Whistle this time Bolton able to get that rebound for Tuskegee and keep it on there to the floor. Hughley over to Danielle. Danielle shot rejected on the inside by Lewis. And we go back the other way now with less than 3 minutes remaining in the basketball game. Tuskegee leading 56-37. McGee up top to Brown. Now Curley fires a three-pointer in the corner. Missed on the shot. Alexandria Johnson clears for TU. We've made our way down to 2:30 remaining in the basketball game. And Johnson over and back there. Basketball over to LeMoyne-Owen. So look at TNT fireworks on the floor right now as Hughley, Holmes, Johnson, Mackett, and Boland the 5 for the Golden Tigers. Now Cyan Holmes, certainly a candidate for player of the day, subbing in the lineup for Jasmine Manuel, who's out with a concussion, back out on the floor. Holmes playing 9 points for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Hughley takes another one away. It's loose on the floor, and running it down in the backcourt for the Magicians is Wright. 12 to shoot. They work it down in the corner. Now up top, Curley with it. Now 6 to shoot. Curley fires from out front, missed on the shot. Good block out down low by Johnson and Mack, and then Samaya comes away with that rebound for TU. And we're under 2 minutes left here inside Chappie James. LaDeja inside the paint and circles back out, working its ally, the clock. Boland on the move, right side, nice bounce across the floor, and she found Cyan Holmes for a lay-in for Tuskegee. Alabama power point in the paint there for Cyan Holmes after an assist from Brittany Boland. It's one thing about Brittany, so many facets of her ball game. As Hamilton misses on a lay-in left side, they'll get another look. If she's not converting from the floor, she continues to work to make contributions defensively and ability to pass the basketball with her assist. Another look there for the Magicians underneath. There we just talked about a Boland down at the block. Got a hand on that basketball, but she carried that one out of bounds. But a good defensive effort there by the grad student from Trophy Club, Texas. Always staying in the fray, this time defensively, trying to keep the basketball alive for TU. 67 seconds remains. Tuskegee on its way to its 3rd conference win to start the second half of the season. Entry pass, they work it back out front. Curley with the basketball. Hughley guarding, goes for the steal. Curley inside the paint, lost it on the floor. Tie up for the basketball. Now the arrow will send it the way of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. LaDeja working so hard defensively. 5 steals in the ball game. It's a good tie up down there. And new players into that Tuskegee program, transferred from Old Dominion. She handles the basketball across the timeline. Hard push by LaDeja. B behind in the corner to Mack, and up top, double B with the jumper. Oh yeah, count that one for Boland. Boland with 7 in the ball game now for Tuskegee with 27 seconds remaining. Freeman, Curley for 3, missed on the shot. Alexandra grabs that rebound from Tuskegee, and they don't have to shoot another basket here. They come into a half-court set. Pretty sure the Magicians won't be fouling here, so at the end of the day, it's the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee trailed coming into the second half. They want to rally, and they win it 60-37 over the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. So LeMoyne falls to 4-12 on the season and 1-7 in SIAC play. And the win by the Golden Tigers takes them to 6-8 overall, and they increase their conference mark now to 3-4 with the win over the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. So congratulations to head coach Deontay Wester and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They came into this ball game with the question of how they were going to play without Jasmine Manuel in the lineup. Jasmine suffering from that concussion, and the answer was provided by Cyan Holmes for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Cyan in the ball game, she finished with 11 points and 8 rebounds for Tuskegee in an impressive win here as Tuskegee takes down the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College 60-37. So that'll do it for our coverage of women's action. We'll step out for a break. When we come back, we'll get you started for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee on the men's side, getting set to host the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. That's just ahead here on GTSN. Stay with us.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Coca-Cola. Real magic. Zumi's Taco Kitchen. Yellowwood. And by Fives Restaurant. We're all about good vibes.
Back live here inside Chappie James post-game activity on the Alabama Department of Public Health post-game show. Women of Tuskegee winners this afternoon, 60-37 over the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Let's take a look at the Alabama Department of Public Health in-game stats. Tuskegee from the floor, 20 of 59, 34% shooting. Free throw line, 15 of 19 at 79%. Didn't do themselves any disservice there from the line. 5 of 13 from behind the arc. They led the defensive battle, a rebounding battle in this ball game as well. Tuskegee, 15 assists compared to 7 for the Magicians. 16 turnovers in the ball game for Tuskegee. And in the ball game, Tuskegee with 16 Wind Creek Casino fast break points on the layup as they defeat the Magicians 60-37 from LeMoyne-Owen. They were at 25% shooting from on the floor at 15 of 60. And they had just 2 3-point field goals in this ball game. So Tuskegee winners over the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College in women's action 60-37. First meeting of these squads, and they'll meet again in Memphis as we had to flip this ball game around based upon the weather. So Tuskegee will travel to Lemoyne later in the season for the ball game up there. Both teams on the west side of the conference. So a big win for Coach Deontay Wester and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee over the Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen College. Tuskegee back in action on Wednesday down in Albany, Georgia against the Golden Rams. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee win it 60-37 on the women's side against the Lady Magicians of LeMoyne-Owen. We'll take a break, get you set for men's basketball just ahead on GTSN.